Salutations and good morrow, everyone, and welcome to Choices of Life Middle Ages. This is one of those decide your journey games that looked really fun, so I asked the key for the developer and I got it, and here we go. Let's hop in and let's actually play. Alright, once in a distant kingdom, an elderly peasant woman worked in the field. Continue. She digs the ground until she finds a vial decorated with letters. Oh, look at that. That's actually kind of pretty. The vial bewitches her with its beauty. The peasant woman admires him, twisting it in her hands and accidentally smashes it. Oh, continue. Soon you are born. You were born in the Middle Ages into a peasant family. You have 11 brothers and sisters. How will you make others pay attention to you? Should we be the silent type or the crying loudly type? We'll be the quiet type. You lay still that your mother does not notice you and covers you with hay. Oh god, I almost died. Fight with brother for food. Your brother gives you a serious thrashing. I'm almost dead already. At night, you wake up from rustling outside the window. Suddenly, a wrinkled hand reaches through and begins to touch the bed. Hide away. A hand grabs your brother and abruptly disappears, leaning out the window. Holy crap. You have grown a little, and your parents send you to work in the field with the other kids. Work. You work with such diligence and dedication, you break the plow. Father is furious and beats you with such zeal that you lose consciousness. I'm dead. I died already. That was quick. Voice. Living soul, for the first time in so many years. Where am I? We're in limbo. It's somewhere between heaven and hell. You know, I can bring you back to life if you help me. Bring me to life. Okay, but then you must help me too. My body is the king's treasury. Help me find it when you come back to life. The spirit guides you into the light. You were born in the Middle Ages in a peasant family. You are lucky to survive, but for how long? After all, you have 11 brothers and sisters. Crawl. You crawl behind the stove and touch the pipe with your hand, and now it's decorated with an inverted 8 burn. Well, at least I'm not dead. You crawl around the house and bite everything. People do not pay attention to you, but you look, and do not look under their feet. Sit in the corner? You sit in the corner and do not learn anything new. You're thinking about your future. It's time to learn something. Learn to speak. You babble in the middle of the night, scaring superstitious parents. Nice. You hear father say an indecent word. Come up with your word? Your parents didn't understand what you said, but they recognize your talent. Oh, look at that. You have grown a little and play with the kids in the street. Play tag. You're it. Every round, kids decide to beat you for it. Father caught you and sends you to work in the field, but you are too lazy to plow. Drive the plow. You have plowed all day. You don't like the prospect of working like this all your life. You bump into a teenager hiding in the bushes while working in the field. Find out who it is. You received item, marked coin. A barefoot teen hands you a marked coin and then asks you not to give it out. Coin. Okay? Right behind me there. Your lazy cow walked into the Earl's field. Wave the stick to walk back. The cows obey reluctantly and return, crushing you at the same time, but you didn't disturb the Earl. That's good. The Earl called your father to a march. He will be gone for 7 years. Without him, the house falls into despair. There is no way to pay rent. Oh, look. So, peasant, beginning. Oh my god, I got a long way to go. Return. Here, we're gonna go back. Okay. Stroll the village. You do nothing, and nothing happens, amazingly. You are offered to remove stones from the field for a fee. Agree. Oh, a snake lying under one of the stones bites you. It's a pity that the insurance had not been invented. I'm dead. You should be careful in your choice. Crawl. You crawl behind the stove. Sit in the corner. So it's starting to tell me which ones the good ones are. Learn to speak. Come up with your own word. Play a hide and seek. You hid well that nobody could find you or found only a few days later in a dying state. Oh god. Drive the plow. Find out who it is. Get my coin. Wave the stick and walk back. Stroll through the village. Walking through the forest, you see a wounded peasant. Come and help. There is a wolf nearby and you scare him away. The peasant thanks you, but has nothing to give. Ask about a job. The innkeeper calls for him. You have an interview. The innkeeper points to at a huge dirty cauldron in the middle of the kitchen and needs to be cleaned. Scrub the cauldron diligently. You tear your hands bloody. It's good you didn't get infected. And now I'm dead. Crawl. Okay. Sit in the corner. That's the correct decision. Learn to speak is good. Come up with our own word. I better go ahead and press play tag again. Drive the plow. Find out who he is. Get our super coin again. Let it walk. The Earl imposes a heavy fine on your family. Your father's almost broke. Stroll through the village. There's a fair in the village. You decide to attend. Calmly inspect everything. You listen to the ministerial laugh heartily at the buffoon. Hey, I got another heart back. Nice. Ask about a job. Pour water and pray. You fill the cauldron with water, but for what? The cauldron is still dirty. Scrape the cauldron. The dirt begins to recede. The innkeeper likes the clean cauldron and takes you to work. Many visitors gather in the inn. Suddenly, a mysterious stranger calls to you. Come up. You go to the table where the stranger sits. A hood partially covers his face. He offers you to sit down. Find out what's up. You try to find out what the matter is, and you're doing it right. Mercenary, the locals complain about strange sounds from the cave nearby. I was hired to figure it out, but it's too dangerous to go alone. But how would I help? We're going together would be safer. Who knows what might happen there? I'm gonna be a bard. Select the loot. Item received, loot. Now you definitely won't die of boredom. If you hit somebody with the loot, it will certainly hurt. Alright. You move out of the inn and walk through the forest. Soon you pass by a cave. Go inside or discuss the plan. Discuss the plan. The mercenary enters first and barely manages to dodge the fireball that flies into him. Whack the sorcerer with the loot. Say hello. Say hello! You greet him and want to introduce yourself to the mercenary. Attacks the sorcerer, stunning him. It's an alchemy table on a map of the village in the cave. It looks like the sorcerer is looking for something in your neighborhood. Search the cave. Item received, mysterious mushroom. On the table lay images of some vials, incomprehensible texts, and the only thing that catches your attention is a mysterious mushroom. Can I eat it? Nope. The villagers are delighted that you have caught the sorcerer. They generously reward the mercenary. Wouldn't it be time to find out his name? Ask the mercenary about your share. The mercenary points at the mushroom and says, this is your reward. On this, you end the partnership. Wow. You're called to build the church. Help the blacksmith. You and the blacksmith repair a blunt tool. The church is grateful to you. Do you remember our agreement? Yes. Then you should get into the town. Well, I'm working on it. You go to the blacksmith's house. He'll agree to take you on to pass his test. Choose practice. The blacksmith leads you into the warehouse. The blacksmith's task is to drag all the blanks. Carry one by one. You got the job done. It took all day. Oh, I got it done. The blacksmith asks you to inflate the fur. Well, push it slowly. You lazily fan the furs in the forge. One of your brothers appears in the window. You talk to your brother and told him about the mushroom. Now he offers to taste it. Kick brother away. Item remove mysterious mushroom. You chase your brother away. After a couple days, the mushrooms become rotten. Should have eaten it. Blacksmith asks for the cross-peen hammer. Give this hammer. Fine. Hey, I did it right. Blacksmith accepts you as his apprentice. It turns out that the other candidates are not good at all. Hey, next chapter. Well, we've made it this far already. Worked for a blacksmith for a year and I've earned a lot during this time. Take a serious order. You ask the blacksmith to give you serious work. The knight orders a bastard sword. The blacksmith entrusts his orders to you. Prepare. You have asked blacksmiths for a long time about forging technology. All you remember is the uniform section and sharp hardening. You have warmed up the iron. How will you shape the blade? Forge along the length. Item received. Steady blade. Lower the blade entirely. Received great sword. Hey! You quickly lower the blade into the water. Steam covers your eyes. You keep it completely to the hilt till the work is ready. You wrap your masterpiece in fabric and ready to complete your order. Tell the blacksmith that they're ready. The next day, the knight receives his blade. He is pleased with your work and recommends you to his friends. The forge business is going well. You receive orders, weapons, armor, horses, and tools. You have hired an accountant. Work on. You work with even more enthusiasm. You wander through the village and suddenly a stranger calls to you. Stop. The stranger asks you how you get to the inn. While in the village, a fire starts in the forge. It seems the blacksmith is still inside. I could run inside, I'll probably die. Run inside. Title received, hero. You run inside and rescue the sleeping blacksmith, though you receive significant burns. Hey, I have the title of hero. Cool. Oh, these are like achievements. Nice. A messenger arrives from the king with an order to arm the royal army. Agree. You gladly agree. You receive a list of weapons that contains 100 swords of different types. Distribute responsibilities. You assign responsibilities with the blacksmith and systematically set to work. You haven't even completed a quarter of the order and the deadline is coming to an end. Hire more people. You hire several auxiliary workers to the output triples. The king's messenger takes the order. Ask for a pass to the city. Instead of paying, the messenger gives you a pass to the city. You should have seen the blacksmith's face, who worked several weeks non-stop. The next day you go to the city gates, show the pass. The guard silently looks over the piece of paper and gives you that pass. It's simple. Next chapter. Hey, I'm a hero too. I made it to the town. You find yourself in the middle of a shopping area. Citizens scurry back and forth, and merchants bet each other on who will call visitors louder. Let's look around. You have never seen so many people. You even come up with a new word, pandemonium. A patrol of drunk guards stops you. They demand for money so that you won't have any problems. Show an indecent gesture. Apparently that is an indecent gesture. Didn't know that. How to get to the king. The guard laughs a long time, splashing saliva. You choose to leave. You meet an idle wandering merchant. Or musicians. Celebrate! You have fun with the musicians for the rest of the day. The night is coming. You need to look for a place to sleep. Search for an overnight stay. You are looking for an overnight stay, but the houses are closed. Soon it gets completely dark. Walking along a deserted street, you hear a squeaky voice from a dark corner. Take a look closer. It's pitch dark. You come closer. It doesn't seem right to you. There's a rat in the corner and it speaks loudly. Looking for a place to sleep, traveler? Follow me. Where to go? Screw it. Lodging. Where else? You follow the weird rat and soon you find yourself in a boarded up house. There's an inscription on the door, but you can't read it. Where are we? The house was abandoned during the plague. It's already safe. Don't be afraid. You are inside a sparsely furnished house of the decoration. There is only an armful of straw on the floor and a couple benches. Talk to the rat. That's the rat, but it's talk to him. Soon you fall asleep in a restless sleep. You have entered the city. It's a worthy praise. Only getting into the castle remains. There you will find my body and the full agreement. Got it. Earn the respect of the city and you will find yourself in the castle. The next day, the talking listen to the rat. You agree to help. I want to become human again. The alchemist must have a potion that will restore the former appearance. All clear. You arrive at the alchemist's house. Knock. You knock at the door, and almost immediately a grumpy old man opens the door. You ask about a polymorph potion, which the alchemist replies he does not sell potions. I'll have something. You dig through your pockets, and they are empty. The alchemist slams the door in front of you. You wait behind the bushes. Soon the alchemist comes out, taking with him a shovel. Climb through the window. You enter the alchemist's house. In front of you is a table with regents, and above the shelf is various potions. Take the blue potion. It turns into a donkey. Yellow potion. You sprinkle yellow potion, the rat, his muscles have grown. Transparent potion. Item received, onion extract. You pour the potion on the rat and he bursts into tears. You hide this potion for yourself. On the top shelf you spot another bottle. Go out the window. Alright, you manage to escape and you see the rat again. And you never see the rat again. Oh, okay, well now the rat's gone and I got a bottle of onion extract. Wander around the city. You wander around the city, wondering how to get into the castle. The strange dog runs up to you and starts biting your leg. Good doggy. You pretend not to pee and you frame your strained leg. The theater owner notices you. He notes your charisma and posture and invites you to participate in the performance. Agree! Now I am an actor. You pretend to become, you were promoted one of the reign rules. Choose a hero. You're going to play a knight. Well, doesn't that just fit? You were given text. Learn. You can't read. Today is the day the king himself becomes the show. Perform. You change to the hero costume and you're ready to impress. You recite the hero's monologue, but you notice the audience yawning. Improvise. You shorten the text to make a face, a couple suspicious giggles. The dramatic scene moment has to come. Cry? You discreetly sprinkle onion extract in your eyes and make the most believable cry. Even the king gasps. You forgot your text. Tell a joke? You make a joke about the king and the high rent. The common people like it, but the king doesn't. Damn it. The show ends and the audience applaud and the actors take to the stage. Bow down. You bow calmly and think about a greater career. Next chapter. You are now the court jester. Moreover, you have your own little corner in the castle. Sweet! Walk around the castle. You walk along the corridors of the castle until tiredness comes over you. Great. With your talent entertaining people, you got into the castle. It's worthy respect. You nod firmly in your sleep. Now you have to help me. I feel my body is very close. Wait until there are fewest people in the castle. That'll be easy for you to get into the treasury. You mutter something in your sleep, and the chef wakes you. The harvest is coming soon. Today is Harvest Festival. The city council promotes traders and artisans are invited into the castle. Everyone needs to be entertained. Meet guests. Receive title Joker. You jump into the corner and frighten the guests. One woman passes out. The celebration is from full swing. The chefs in the kitchen serve delicious food and wine and flowers. Drink up. Instead of entertainment, you create a brawl. Ah, dang it. It's time to dance. Dance! You dance at the table until you fall on the floor and hurt your back. Drunken guests demand history. Now you need to come up with something about Black Knight. A long time ago, a knight in the coal armor wandered in the paths of our kingdom. He's a good knight. He went to the village and punished villains. Happy end. Soon the knight is punished all the villains in the kingdom, married the princess. They lived happily ever after. Alright, rest up. You go to your corner and sleep for a whole day. A ship arrives from the city in distant countries. The captain brings over overseas treats into the castle. Taste orange. You eat the whole orange with the zest. Nobody said that it should be removed. Well, the feast is scheduled again for today. Make jokes. You practice standing material in front of the mirror. The main theme is the merry prince and the old king. The guests arrive this evening. The king's chief centurion has arrived and he needs to be cheered. Take a closer look or prepare jokes. Prepare jokes. You try to remember and tell the jokes you invented during the day, but not a single oh, jeez. The centurion gets angry and expects you to cheer him up. Tell him a story about war. That sounds good. Compose a story about war, violence, and death. The centurion likes it. Hey, hey! The centurion waits for the continuation. A story about two knights. Propose a love story between two knights. The centurion gets mad and hits you in the jaw. Oh, God. The minstrels sing louder. The chef brings in new snacks. The king himself begins to feast. Dance. You drink wine and dance. You have a good time. The king seems not interested in drinking, but he's ready to play chess. Pass by. People are hinted that you would be disrespectful if he's the king. You have to play. Let's go like this. Move my king forward. You confidently move the king. Then let's see. Go like this. You move the queen. Move the queen. You checkmate the king. He shakes your hand and thanks you for playing. Hey! The nobles notice your excitement and invite you to play cards for drinking. Play. And I'm dead. The next day you can't remember where your bruises came from. And I'm dead. Green cards show you your gnome result. Blue cards may have another result. Walk around the castle. Okay, now we gotta kind of go through this quick. Hey, meet guests. Tell a story. Dance. Dang it, I fell down and hurt myself. About the night. Good night. They're happy about that. Happy end. Hooray. It's time to rest. Okay, at the dinner party, meet at the head of the prison. He claims that you look like a fugitive prisoner. Give him wine. The head of the prison becomes kinder and does not ask questions anymore. The feast is scheduled again today. Go on a walk. You decide to walk to the castle. Running through the castle, you hear noise from the kitchen. Look in. You look through the keyhole. You see a young man pestering a maid. Break in. You break in to protect the maid. Young man, who are you? Go away. You are safe and sound. While you're safe and sound. What's the matter? The young man blushes with rage. Go away. You decide to leave. It's not your business. The king announces a military campaign against the southern kingdoms, gathering most of the warriors. He sets out at dawn. The castle is almost empty. Go. It's time to enter the treasury. You make your way to the unknown part of the castle, armed with a torch. You've heard only the left passage to the royal chambers. On the right is unknown tunnel. Unknown tunnel! A fork lies ahead. Straight. You go straight. Right. You turn right and then walk random, soon to stumble upon a flock of bats. Where the hell did they come from? Left. Soon you find a slightly open door. You're in the king's wine cellar, but there's a small door. Inspect the door. The door is half a man's height and barely visible. Crawl forward. You crawl forwards, and fortunately it turned out to be open. You're in the king's chamber. Everything is decorated with expensive fabrics, golds, paintings. Would you like live in this? Inspect the floor. The stone floor and the carpet, skins, no traces of a passage. Inspect the walls. Behind one of the paintings, you grope a vertical slit from which the cold air bellows through. Forward. Pulling the torch forward, it headed onward. Head down a spiral tunnel. Oh, God. You feel heavy breathing above your head. You see a big stone face. Face, who are you? I'm an ordinary man? You tell the truth. An ordinary man has to solve riddles to get through. Listen carefully. You agree what else to do. I have a vessel, round like a pear, wet in the middle, and often water flows from there. An eye. Right. I am soft like wool, like a bog. You swell me up, and I'm like a frog. In water I grow. A sponge. I like riddles. I am the sun's sister, although made of the night. Fire makes my tears fall. Candle. Right. You are inside the treasury. Next chapter. Well, we're making some good progress here. You are in the center of a small circular room. Chests of gold and jewels are scattered everywhere. In the center of the room is an altar with a vial. Go to the center. You head to the center of the room. It looks like this is the main treasury here. Voice, break the vial, return my body, and debt will be fulfilled. Break the vial? A purple fog begins to thicken in the fragments. At the same time, in a moment, some of the colors escape from your chest and merge with the vial's contents, whirling like a whirlwind. The whirlwind begins to take shape of a man, and suddenly wings and horns appear. Oh God, what did I do? How nice to have a body again. Thank you for the complete happiness. There's just a little bit left to regain my power, dress up, and destroy the kingdom. Are you with me, mere mortal? You're a demon! Demon, and you are mortal, so what? All your choices led you here, you just have to obey and walk with me to the end. Do I become the servant of a demon? Or do I start fighting back? Yes, my lord. Adorable. The king will return now. Kill him and prove your loyalty. The king breaks into the treasury. Don't touch. The demon grabs a sword from the rack and impales the king. Demon, I'll have to do everything myself. Aw, you help me get my body back. As a reward, you will live a few hours, but do not stand in my way. To the king. I don't have time. These are his last words. Soon the guards will rush into the treasury. The guards try to arrest you. Resist. Resist arrest, but only get beatings. You were caught and thrown in jail. Check grates. You touch the hinges, but the overseer considers your attempt to escape and punishes you. The prince visits you and cell commands you throw it in what happened. Tell. Tell the story from birth to this moment. Enough. Do you really think I'll believe these fairy tales? It's time for the ceremony with you. You were taken to the outside cities. Oh my god, there's a little demon up here now. And look, there's a spooky little ghosty. You are led through the city. You see a scriptum ablaze and hear screams. A bloody moon rises over your head. What happened to the city? The guards punch you in the stomach. We're not talking with an assassin. Your path is not over yet. Look around. The wax pressure up in armor placed around the edges of the room. Don't break. The vial bursts in your hands. You're covered with blood. The world begins to shape. You're a demon. Yes, my lord. Apparently we have to follow it. Kill the king. Slayer of kings. The demon. The kingdom has beheaded. Oh, God. You're up the stairs to the castle. A couple of guards stand in your way. Skip the demon forward. Attack. Skip the demon forward. Demon roughly cuts the heads of surprise guards. Oh, God. Demon, the king has returned, which means the castle is now full of guards. We won't get away. We won't get out without my power. Dress up as a guard. There are some problems with the demon's horns, but now it's difficult to distinguish you from the guards. After passing through the dark corridors, you get out of the castle. The guards stand by the walls and look at the bloody moon. Judgment night has come. Follow the demon. You silently follow the demon. You reach a boarded up house and climb inside. The demon draws magic symbols on the floor, and for a moment, a gaping hole appears there. Go down! You walk to richly decorated room. Damien, this is my den. We'll prepare to deceive battle for the kingdom here. Destroy the kingdom. A long time ago, my father drove me from heaven to earth. Now, oh god, this has become really weird. What's the plan? I have my body for now, but I'm weak. My strength lies in the third vial, and you will have to help me find it. Study necromancy. Skill learn necromancy. Look at that, I'm a necromancer. Alright. Tome of magical power begins to saturate in you. You don't even read everything. Scroll further. You lose track of time, but soon the demon calls out to you. Enough, you're ready to go to get me the book Victory, the Good 3, Burial. It should say where my power's in. Head to the scriptorium. The book should be in the scriptorium, you think. You stand on the front entrance scriptorium. There's a small cemetery to the left. You use magic. You cast spells on old graves in a moment that began to tear the ground apart. Assault the windows. The dead climb through the windows and overpower the guards. Thanks for the element of surprise. You're inside of it. Interrogate the survivors. You receive victory up for good 3 burial. Nice. Hear voices. They ask for mercy. Don't pay attention. You return to the den and see that the party is led by the Prince. Dens fights the demon. Attack the prince. You send some of the undead to the attack. The prince's squad. It distracts its attention. There's confusion in the prince's squad, and you and the demon decide to hide. Run through the chambers. Woo! I'm winning. You're in the forest near the city wall. Guards will be here soon. Run to the village. Run further into the city. You reach the village, and the towns grab axe pitchforks. They don't want to let you in. Reach an agreement. You promise the peasants a new life with prosperity, and the demon's sweet speeches are able to finally win the peasants at your side. Nice. Inspects the book. Watch the demon. Demon examines the book carefully. After reading the book up and down and found nothing, the demon pushes his hands to the last page. Soon invisible words appear on them. 1 vial in earthly firmament. The 2nd vial of the king. The 3rd in the with the forest witch. An imp spies reports on that the guard squads into the city. Go to the forest. Look for the vial and of power. Hear your own voice. Betray him. Get the power. Listen. Get the power. You head into the thick of the forest. Half an hour later, you stumble upon a bandit cave. They're well armed. Attack with... Oh, the bandits fight desperately. Wandering through the forest, you lose track of him. Suddenly, the demon senses power ahead. Go forward. Oop, I died. Well, now I am dead. So, that is where I'm going to leave this episode, guys. If you guys would like to find out what happens going forward, I would suggest all of you guys go out and get this game. It is tons of fun. Also, while you guys are at it, please hit that like button and subscribe. Turn that bell notification to all. And also, if you can, click that join button as well. And for 99 cents, become a member of the channel. Leave me a comment down below of your guys' favorite part of the game. And as always, I will see all of you guys in the next one.